Is it on? Yeah, it's recording. Alright. Hey people of the internet. It's me, Mr. Zombie Hunter 88. And today I'm doing a either updated or review of the budk Kukri knife. Now, I should move back. Now, I bought this Kukri knife online from budk. Actually, it's from budk, but it's from another distributor of the budk products. And I paid $15 for this. It has two little knives that come with it. And, you know, shipping and handling, it came out to about $17 I paid in total. And I've been using this for about a year now, this Kukri. And it has not lived up to expectations. I mean, just to start off, the whole Kukri design, I picked up in a minute, the whole Kukri design, to me, it seems, it's very, I mean, this is very hard to sharpen. Okay, I mean, I have katanas, and they curve backwards. They don't curve forward like this. You can sharpen a katana pretty easily. I mean, with a katana, sharpening one, it just takes some time, patience, and you have to just know what you're doing. This, on the other hand, this, when I bought it, you get the budk Kukri, it comes dull. You have to sharpen yourself. Now, that's easier said than done. I've used a file on this and everything else, and it's pretty sharp. I mean, it's sharp enough you can shave with it. But, as you're about to see, when I test it on some jugs, it's not delivered the cutting performance. And just about the whole Kukri design in general, I mean, to me, if, like, you're from Nepal, you've been trained with these things all your life, okay, because there's no real actual, what you would call it, style with these knives. I mean, you can't just look it up and find out how to use one. They tell, oh, there's no real technique. Well, there is a technique. I mean, it's like using a wakizushi. You have to kind of use your whole entire back and arm muscles to swing this. But it doesn't deliver. And as I said, it's very hard to sharpen. Very hard to sharpen. And I'm not sure if all Kukris are like this, but the budk one, it's basically, it's just not very fun to use. And to top it off, it's very heavy. I mean, it's unwieldy. I mean, you swing this thing, it always feels like it wants to fly out of your hand. And there's, at least on this one, hope you can see it, but there's like a little ring around here in the middle. So you can wrap your fingers around it, so you get some control, but still, every time I swing this thing, it's very unwieldy. It feels like I'm swinging, I don't know, like big heavy weight. I mean, it weighs 2 pounds. And as I said, I'm not sure if all Kukris are like this, but for me and most people, I mean, you're not going to get like you see on Deadliest Warrior with these Kukris where, you know, you're taking off heads and stuff like that. I mean, because people I've seen the videos, I've seen, you know, like the Cold Steel video, the Absolute Proof, where they're chopping stuff, and I've never been able to do that. Never. I've been able to do that with a katana. I've been able to do it with my katana machete. I've been able to do it with like other weapons. Even my bowie knife, I've been able to easily chop jugs. But this thing leaves a lot to be desired. Now, maybe if I would have went and actually bought a real Kukri, like from Kukri House, or one that was from Nepal, or I would have bought one of the Cold Steel machete ones. Okay, let me check my time. I'm good. Okay. Maybe I would have been better off, but this thing leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, basically, for me, it was a waste of the $16. I mean, it just doesn't do the job. Let me demonstrate. Let me zoom this in, and we'll get to some cutting. Okay, let's cut some jugs. Let me demonstrate what I mean. We got a simple 2-liter jug of water. Easy to cut. Now, watch what happens. I'll get it to stand up. Oh, now you want to work. Now you want to work. Okay, let me try again. I mean, usually it doesn't cut that well. because that one was kind of a fluke. It usually doesn't do that. It usually has more issues. You don't tell me I sprayed my camera. Nope. Okay, let's try that again. A little bit further away. Let's see. Am I still in frame? Let's find out. Yep, still in frame. Okay. Let's try that again. Let me show you what I mean. See? That one. Didn't do it. Let's try again. That one just basically busted it open. Now, the reason why with the first one, it cut it really clean like that, because there is a technique. You have to kind of aim for this part right here on the blade, kind of the belly part, which is very hard to sharpen, by the way. And so, that part is the sharpest part. So, let me try another one to show you what I mean. Got another 2-liter. As you see, I cut that one. Okay, maybe I'm not demonstrating my point clearly, but the main reason why this is doing so well is that I've been using it a lot. I've had it over a year and I've used it quite a bit, and so I'm having some good reactions right now. But usually it doesn't do that. Usually it's half-assing it. I mean, I've used it on brush and stuff like that. It doesn't usually do this, but maybe I'm just having good form today. Also, another reason why it's cutting well like this is that, unlike normally when I use this, I've already learned that you have to use your whole back muscles when you swing it. So that's why it's working pretty good today. Let's see. Let's try it again. As you see, smaller target didn't do it. Now I'm going to break out a different weapon. This is my preferred machete right here. It's a heavy machete I bought. It was $5. It's made out of AU8 or AU6 stainless steel. It's Japanese stainless steel, out of the way. And I'm going to show you why I prefer this over the Kukri. Now, I'm not saying that because the Kukri, it is carbon steel. It's made out of like some kind of spring steel that I bought from budk. It's probably 1060, I would say. Just regular carbon steel, but it could be there's some spring steel mixed in it because it's pretty hard. But let me show you why I prefer this stainless steel machete over that budk one or most Kukris. Let me show you. know what? This isn't a good demonstration. Either way, the reason why I prefer this one is that A, it's cheaper, easier to resharpen, easier to use, better overall. I mean, as I said, if I was to compare them both, the Bud Steel Kukri knife, yeah, it's carbon steel, and yeah, it's supposed to be better, but this, I can use this all the time. And I guess this whole review thing didn't have a real point to it, but either way, my point is that if you're thinking about getting the budk Kukri machete or Kukri knife, think about it before you get it, because for the same price you can get a cold steel katana machete, which you get nice two hands, and so if you are fighting zombies or even cutting some brush, you can get more momentum. And so it may look cool, but it's not. I'm not really satisfied with it. You have to, to really get the full performance out of it, you have to get it professionally sharpened, which that's $15 to $30. So you add that onto the price, we're talking about $30 to $45 for a $15 thing. So as I said, if you're gonna get the budk, this remember, it comes dull, it takes a long time to sharpen, it's hard to resharpen. It works, as I said, I had to sharpen it myself. I sanded that thing. I spent hours, hours and days sharpening that thing. And I've used a cheap filing stone. I used Arkansas stone, used a file, sandpaper. I've used everything on it. And even to resharpen it, it's a pain. So, as I said, if you're gonna buy it, just think before you buy it. Guess I'm out.